welcome back, everybody. This is Urban Shop Talk Live with your boys Barry and Terry, and we got some beautiful guests with us today. It's a packed house, as you can see, for this Monday, July 31st, 2017. This is episode number 21. And, in honor of the movie we all watched, Girl Trip, we're going to have some girl tripping with us today on the show. And we got returning to the show, Miss Dina Finney. Is back, Miss Dina Finney, and then we got also returning to the show. That's right. Also returning to the show, we got Miss Cassie Chappelle. That's right, she's back once again. And then for the first time joining us on the show is Miss Tiffany Mason.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, Tiffany, right?
Tiffany.
Yeah, welcome.
Tiffany Mason. So we got a lot of people. So first, Barry, like we always do, we like to go over the weekend and how everybody. How was your weekend and what'd you do? What'd you do this weekend?
It was a good weekend. It was all good. Spent some time, quality people, and went out. Nice little hike. Went to Snow Lake. Definitely, guys, got to check that out. Snow Lake is actually beautiful. Great hike. And then kind of hurt myself. I ran against my son and forgot he's kind of getting old fast. I'm an old man.
He's getting hurt out here.
I'm back.
Getting hurt out here.
Yeah, I am, but it's all good.
That's all right, man. That's I had a good weekend too. I watched the UFC fight.
John Jones.
John Jones and Daniel Cormier.
John Jones looking good.
Watch DC go out like a punk, man. That guy, man, he went out like a punk. I hope he didn't have a son watching that. See, I think it's like two things. If you get beat in a fight, one or two things. Either you shake the guy's hand and then you can cry, or you can cry and not cry and not shake the guy's hand. He cried and didn't shake the guy's hand, so it looked like a double punk in that fight. But I watched that, and Mom had a birthday, so that was.
Happy birthday, Mom!
That's right. Happy birthday, Mom! Once again, ladies, how was your weekend? Everything good?
I had a great weekend.
You had a great week. What you do, Miss Tiffany?
Well, let me start off by saying it was my birthday this week. So
Yes.
So I started off seeing Bruno Mars. That was my birthday present.
You went to Bruno Mars?
I sure did.
Where was he at?
Tacoma Dome.
He was at the Dome. Oh, man. I know that was a
great
good
performer.
show.
Everybody was dancing. It was a lot of fun.
Man.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, happy birthday.
So started with that, and then Saturday I went to St. Michelle Winery out in Woodville Jazz Festival.
Okay.
Saw some peeps there, and you know how that is. You see
Run
people
into
all kinds of people. It was fun and great weather. And then that night I went into Seattle to see George Clinton and Parliament.
Yeah. So he's getting down this year.
Yes, he was here. Yes, he was here. Yeah, at the Neptune. So.
I know you had the hookup. You done had the hookup, man.
She got to see a lot of shows. Miss Cassie, what you do this weekend?
I did a little staycation in Issaquah and Colony and just walked around outside in nature and just reset.
It was a good weekend for that.
Had some nice peaceful moments.
Yeah.
It's a good weekend for that. A lot of good weather.
Man.
Miss Dina, I know you were doing something.
Oh, here we go.
I know she had something going on. What did you do, Miss Dina?
I gotta take a nap. You wake me up when she's
Oh.
Well, come on, Barry, stop.
No, you ain't gonna take no nap.
I had a great 2 days with the Kenny Easley Golf Classic, which was over 2 days with celebrity celebration.
The best. I think the best. Well, second best. Well,
the best Seahawk?
I think he's the best. He's
The
my
best
favorite
Seahawk
Seahawk.
safety?
He's my favorite Seahawk.
Well, he's going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame this year.
Congrats, Kenny
August
Easley.
3rd, Kenny Easley. And,
Yes, sir.
last year he was in the hospital and he almost didn't make it. So this was extra special. And we get to dance the kalimba. It's a local band.
Nice.
And then a lot of celebrities, Steve Largent, Jim Zorn, all-star cast. So many people there. It was raising money for a great cause for Greater Trinity Academy. And then Saturday, I went to support Jamal Crawford's, Saturday and Sunday at the SPU, they have this basketball games. The league for Jamal Crawford is pretty much free for kids 17 and under, and $5 for the adults. And there's 4 games, and you'll see local talents, local basketball player.
And you see Michael
that
Porter
Saturday was Jamal Crawford, Spencer Hawes.
I've been on those before.
They were there, and then every Saturday and Sunday you'll see some basketball stars, and they're signing autographs, taking pictures for the kids.
Hey, Joseph said, "You got some pics?"
All right,
go
she does.
on my page, and
You know she got them, Joseph.
And then of course Torchlight Parade on
she got 'em.
Saturday. That was nice.
Yeah.
Torchlight Parade front view,
Not
of
no
course.
scrubs.
We had some skaters in the Torchlight Parade, so I'm a roller skater.
You were there?
I wasn't there because I was at a concert. But they skated in the Torchlight. It didn't get aired, but yeah, we have local skaters from all over Washington that represents Ezels. Everybody knows and likes
Well, I know some Ezels. I know about
yeah.
Ezels.
So yeah, I needed to give a plug for Jamal because I promised that to spread the word out that every Saturday and Sunday at SPU, what it is, Seattle Pacific University, $5 for the adults. 4 games, 4 hours. You can come and go and meet some superstar
That's
and
really cool.
support and bring the kids. I mean, Jamal wants to see the kids, so he's bringing basketball to the community. So let's support him.
Yeah.
That's a real fun show. I've been to that a couple times to Jamal Crawford.
Oh, and this weekend, they don't have it this weekend because it's Seafair weekend, but it's going to resume next weekend.
All right, so well, that's good. So we all got a chance to take a look at the movie Girls Trip. Now it actually premiered the week before. I was covering Dunkirk and a couple other things. So I got a chance to watch it this week. And everybody else got a chance to look at it too. So real quick, Barry, we do our normal little back and forth real quick about give you a little take on the movie. Girls Trip is a movie right now that's out in theaters. It's starring Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett, Tiffany Haddish, and Regina Hall. It's a comedy, a romantic, little bit of romantic comedy stuff, but really just a real comedy with the ladies. It's really raunchy. It's a hard R.
Oh,
so
Lord.
don't bring your kids. Oh, it is grapefruits. Anyone? So yeah, it's a hard R, and don't bring your kids anywhere near. But it's a lot of fun.
How would you rate it?
Well, if I'm rating the movie, I thought that overall the movie was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I actually liked it better than I thought I would like it. I didn't.
Rating.
No, well, I'm trying to break it down a little bit, Ms. D. And let me tell you a little bit about what I thought, and then I'll give you my final rating. I thought it was actually a lot of fun. I thought it was by pretty much if you just looking at the story, it's by the numbers movie. When you're dealing with comedies and things like that. But that's not why you go there. You go there to see the chemistry between the ladies and have some really good laughs, and that's what they provided. So I thought it was really good.
Well, I thought it was painful to watch for me.
Really?
I'll be honest with you.
Really?
It's just the same formula that we have seen, and it is. I'm sorry. It was some. I don't even know what to say about it. It's nothing new about the movie. You can take it. It could be called Boys Trip, and it'd be like the same damn thing. It was nothing original in the movie that made me really like.
Grapefruit wasn't original.
Yeah, the grapefruit was pretty good.
Well, I mean, the grapefruit was cool, but it's not the basis of a movie. Go see a porn. Go see the damn porn if you want to see the grapefruit.
That was original. Was my point. You said there was nothing original. That was
So for you, it's 2 thumbs down then.
No, we always go out I gave it
So we're
1.5,
rating it from
2 stars.
You gave it a 2
No,
star.
actually, the rating should be 1 to 10.
We're going with stars. I didn't give my stars. I was going to wait
You
till
said
everybody
out of
else.
5, a 1.5 to 2. That's horrible.
Right, I was going to give my stars afterwards.
And I'm going from watching a show like Insecure where it actually deals with some good everyday struggles with some realism to me. And I like mine to have a little bit more up in the storyline. Actually, I thought Lorenz Tate was really good, though. I'll give him that. I like Lorenz Tate.
So you watched a movie called Girls Trip, and the only thing you got out of it was a guy in it. Great, just taking notes.
I said Lorenz Tate was a good actor.
Just taking notes.
Actually,
Okay, just taking notes. A few good women actresses.
It's a valid, it's valid. That's how he feels about the movie.
I didn't say it wasn't valid. I just pointed it out.
Thank you, Nicholas. They said thank you.
out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like I said, I just wasn't that. It was okay, If you like that type of stuff, we've seen it before.
Well, Nicholas is right though. That if you want to talk two words to describe that movie, Tiffany Haddish. But anyway, I want to know what the ladies thought about the movie.
She
Though
was irritating.
I want to know about. Oh, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, we're very.
Start with Dina. What do you think about it?
Well, if we are gonna rate it from 1 to 5, I would say I will rate it 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. That's high.
The reason being, number one, I will. Contrary to what you say, I feel like it was a great movie. It was a movie about sisterhood, about how we are busy with our own lives, but we'll take time to reconnect and recreate the friendships that we have way back when. And number two, it shows that people can be successful, like without being like jealous about each other. There's a sisterhood right there. It's comedy at its best. I feel like it was comedy at its best. I laughed like I cried, pretty much. And it was a very good movie, 4.5, because I can watch it over and over again. But I will not buy it in like platinum version or like gold version.
There's no need
But
to
you
do
were watching
movie
it.
nowadays.
Well, Tiffany, she's giving it a high one. She has a lot of replay value. What do you give it?
I would say the same.
Four,
four or above. I'm good
Mhm.
with 4.5. I thought it was a
Out of
great
5
movie.
stars.
Out of 5 stars. I thought it was a great movie. First of all,
I need to go in the movie business. I'll tell you.
First of all, those divas in that movie, you got to give them props. Not anybody could have played those roles and pulled it off the way they did. And no. And Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany was so over the top.
Oh my
God.
But
no.
if you see her interviews, I felt like, and I've seen a couple of her interviews. One on The View before I saw the movie that night. And they talk about how she put a lot of herself into that movie. She did a lot of improv.
Well, you're not acting. You're right. It is a lot of you in there. You're not acting. There's just a lot of you. You're right.
My point being, it was realistic. It was believable. I like what she said about the sisterhood. I think every woman can find themselves in one of those characters, which I thought was really cool. A lot of the things they went through, I could relate. I felt like I could pick out my girls and be like, okay, that was her, that's a little bit of me, that's a little bit of me. And it is really about, and I hear your point about, what was the men's movie that was made about Vegas? And they did 3
Hangover.
Hangover.
Right.
So to me, I loved Hangover too. And yeah, it's predictable, but a lot of the things that were funny, like the Mike Tyson scenes or, the Asian guy in there. I mean, there's so many things in both movies that it's just about letting loose and having fun. And I thought the movie did that. And again, and the dudes in the movie. What's the dude from?
Oh, wait, hold on. This is Barry and Terry. We always talk about women, and you guys are already corrupting this damn thing. No.
I just know that as a dude from Queen
His name is Kofi.
Okay, time out.
Okay, time out, Barry. Go ahead.
No,
That's why you didn't like the movie.
No,
Yeah, because you hate.
No, I'm not. Wait, time out. Wait, hold on.
Hold on, get you. Go ahead.
He didn't even act though. He was just.
Okay.
He was eye candy for the girl.
Okay, I'm just
He was eye
saying.
candy.
Listen, sometimes we got to be honest with one another. If you like the movie for the, it was
He
old
was
comedy.
supposed to be
Time
kind
out.
of a dumb character. He wasn't supposed to be a super
But is that what?
intellectual
Is that
character. So
okay? But
I think
but
he
how
played the
realistic
part
were
quite well.
it? Seemed like it was so stereotypical of roles that we have seen. Is all I'm saying. We've seen a really
I've
loud.
never seen a man. No.
Okay,
Cassie, let me get because you seem to quite enjoy his performance in the
enjoyed
movie.
him.
I'm sure you did.
Lorenz Tate, all the men were eye candy, except for the what's his name, the married man who was cheating.
Yeah.
Mike Coulter.
I went into the movie with really high expectations because I had heard so many good things and so many good reviews from all the women that I know about this movie. And in the beginning, I was really skeptical. I was like, this isn't, I'm not really feeling it. But it worked its way into being something that was Ralph Angel. Okay, that's okay.
Somebody said that it was the same director as The Hangover.
Okay. And see, I like The Hangover.
that-
So that makes sense why you
I
felt
don't
like
know.
they were similar. I don't
Thank
know.
you, Erica.
Okay,
Thank you, Erica.
but I like
So-
it. Hold on. Okay.
So initially, I didn't really feel that it was, that it was stimulating to me. It seemed like kind of surface, but they worked their way into really dealing with some deep topics. And towards the end of the movie, in the middle of the movie, it became very comical. I was cracking up. There were a couple scenes that I really related to. It was like a comical iteration of things that you actually experience with your girls.
Yep.
Like going out, like getting into a fight. And I mean, you may not literally do that, but you know the feeling. I win some chips.
Okay,
I dare
You're
that.
gonna go
So you
out
get
like
in a
that.
dance off?
You feel that.
You've
You
been dance
feel
offs
that.
before?
Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
It's a feeling, it's a vibe.
But I think
You
what
don't
I like
necessarily do those
about
things.
it the most is the lesson learned that if you get cheated on, no matter how successful you are as a couple, then you are free to walk away if you want
Well,
to.
let's not give away spoilers. In the
Well,
movie.
it's not really much.
But
We already
Well,
know.
they already
I
know that.
People
I
might
think the
not-
underlining
people might not.
storyline,
But-
honestly, was about the relationship with the girls. And no matter what
Yeah.
you go
I
through
agree.
in life,
Sisterhood.
some are going to be successful, some are not. Like they all have their issues. But like what I liked and really respected about the movie was the Queen Latifah character with Regina Hall's character.
Right. Their
Because,
relationship.
they had that beef, but they were able to come together for the greater good of the girls. And then they rediscovered each other's friendship and why they loved each other in the end. And they were able to correct the issue.
Yeah.
But even when, in the beginning of the movie, you saw Latifah's role as a reporter getting shade, and she saw a newscast saying how happy she is and had the perfect life. And again, she wasn't out to really cut her sister, even though she knew she was living a lie. I just thought that the story that gave is so true
You can relate to that.
with women's relationships. Now, with men, it's different. Y'all can go to Vegas, y'all can do what y'all do, and you have your thing. But a lot of us, like the thing that we all said in common, we could all relate. We can all see ourselves with our girlfriends, and we've all lived those experiences. Not everyone.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you do the grapefruit? Did you know that?
No.
That was news to me too.
Well, I think that was such a central.
Tiffany's, that's why I brought Tiffany boy. Tiffany's off the hook. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
But I think the important thing too is that in life, a lot of times when push comes to shove, you lean on your girlfriends for the support.
Loyalty is everything.
Like we get by because of each other a lot of times when there's no one else to turn to, and that in essence was what I took away from the film. It's such a beautiful connection that us women have in sisterhood. That you can rely on that person when you're at your lowest point, no matter where you're
So
at.
does that make it a good movie though, guys? I mean, we're seeing.
If it's
we're seeing,
relatable,
no, I'm just saying
absolutely.
it doesn't make a good movie.
It was
seems
a
like
good
it's a
movie.
The
theme.
actresses
It
and
just
the
seemed like it's a
chemistry
theme.
between the
Okay.
actresses
That's
were
what I'm
able
asking.
to express that feeling that it's sometimes difficult to actually put out.
I got a quick point. So you're not debating the acting wasn't good. You're not. It sounds like you're more mad about the storyline because the storyline was predictable.
It was very.
But
predictable.
that's nothing against the actors and
I
actresses.
just said it's
because they did their part. They did their part.
Okay.
It was believable. I was convinced in every one of those characters they all did a good job, and
it was comedy.
It was comedy. Now I get what you're saying about the storyline, but you blame that on the writer or the producer or whoever, not the actor.
Well,
That's true.
when I'm rating the movie though, that plays a part into my rating of the movie.
But
because
is it believable?
It has to be. It wasn't believable to me at all. I mean,
You're
some
not
of the
a
stuff-
female, so how?
I'm just saying, I'm a guy going to watch a movie though, and so if I'm going to watch a movie, that's what I'm looking at. Now, I'm not saying every movie that I watch has to be, because I like a lot of movies that it's not relatable to me at all.
So you.
It's
So,
just that's what we've seen those.
Well, let
we've
me-
seen those
let me-
types
I'm
of-
just saying, so
we've
you're
seen
saying-
those
Let
type
me
of.
take a comment
Okay.
from Corey Phillips here. He said that box office results from weekend, it's number 1 is Dunkirk, number 2 the Emoji
Girl Trip
movie,
held on
and
number 3.
Girl Trip.
It held
But
on.
it
Emoji
broke.
movie?
But it
Really?
broke. I mean, I heard a stat that in the first weekend it was 10 million or something to make, and it
So they
made
did-
20 million.
Yeah,
in
well,
the
it's
first weekend.
it's a bona fide hit. And the thing is,
That's
you
pretty damn
have
good.
to put all of this stuff into a context when you look at these movies, because you're talking about originality. If you want originality, go out and watch a Coen Brother movie. Go out and wait for those guys to put out something and watch that. If you're looking for a comedy and just to have fun, Girl Trip will give you that. I didn't expect
Thank
anything
you.
else. I
Thank
watched an Academy Award worthy movie in Dunkirk just a few days before that. That's what I expected to go there for. I expected to get great directing, great acting, powerful drama, and score and cinematography. When I went to go see Girl Trip, I wanted to see a couple girls act crazy on a trip, and that's what I got. And these girls were funny, and the chemistry was there. And again, like I said, it was a predictable story. Yeah, but so is 99% of every comedy that I've ever watched. Most comedies, I can look at the characters and what they start out with in the beginning and tell you exactly what they're going to be at the end of the movie. I didn't expect anything different than that, and I didn't think I was going to get that. So I was fine with it. And the girls there were some genuine, funny moments in that movie that I laughed out loud. Was really laughing a lot, and I didn't expect to. And that's what the movie gave me. So.
Joseph said box office.
Isn't it like waiting to exhale?
But
Is it
the box office doesn't mean
is it like waiting to exhale then? I mean,
no,
what's the difference between that and waiting to exhale?
Because the difference between
How about
I mean,
we
it's the same
can
thing,
agree to
man.
disagree?
Yeah.
Great review, great.
I do want to touch on one thing though, real quick, before you said that. You're waiting to excel though. When you go to watch that, you're going to watch a drama. Waiting to excel is a
that
drama.
was not a
So when
comedy.
you're watching a drama, then you grade it on the basis of a drama. It's like, was the acting and the performances? Did you feel it in that way? This was a comedy. They wanted to make you laugh. You know, swinging across the thing in the New Orleans parade, and riding on the bike, and moments like that.
Okay.
Moments like that. These
I
moments
like
were
the
there
ending.
to
Like I
make
said,
you
I
laugh.
like the ending where she gave the speech. I thought that was.
I'm gonna give it. I gave it 3.5 stars. I thought that it was. I thought it. I
A lot of
thought.
high stars.
Right.
It's black.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So he didn't see me.
Goodness gracious.
He didn't see me review the Mummy, Transformers, the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me, any of those movies which didn't rate over 3 stars all this summer. So there's plenty of movies that aren't. If a movie's good, I'd give credit where credit's due, and I was expecting it to be anything else. 3.5 stars.
Okay, can I say one more thing about that movie that is important?
Okay.
All women cast. You know, a lot of women. We all know the plight in Hollywood about us not only getting our money, but just getting movies made. And it's always been said that minority movies with all black cast doesn't do well, and it doesn't make money, and only certain actors or certain statuses or whatever. So that, you know, right there crushed all that.
And it was.
And it did do what it was supposed to do, and it
you're
was
making
a
a great
successful
point.
movie. Whether you like it or not, it was successful, and I just think more women need to be in film. More women need to be directing films.
Absolutely.
More women need to be making movies, because a woman didn't write this movie and, you know, all that. But I'm just glad that, you know.
And I agree with you, Corey. Absolutely. Bridesmaid was better.
It's time. Who cares if Bridesmaid?
I'm just saying,
you can
My
say every
thing
last
is-
one of the
my
criticisms you
thing
gave
is-
this movie about Bridesmaids.
My thing
Well,
about Bridesmaids, if that was
every last one of them.
acceptable, if that, the fact is, I'm just saying, we always get the males in comedy. I can name 50 million males and just a couple on my hands that have of females that have actually made movies. So let's just start to spread the love, diversify, and give, you know, women their due. We deserve it.
Good point. It was a big movie for
I love Wonder
women,
Woman.
women of color, and it was a big hit. And you can look out for Girls Trip too, I'm sure. Anyway, we're gonna move on though, so that's gonna be that for now. So we're gonna go back to our, you know, the some of the discussions that we've been talking about. We've been talking about for the last few weeks, and we've been really stuck on this relationship thing. We're just trying to wrap our heads around all this stuff. The dating, and right now, some of the things that we've been talking about, me and Barry have talked about a few times, and we want to get the ladies in on this conversation too. Is some of the interesting moments of a relationship are in the genesis of a relationship. When you meet somebody, when you are
Meet their representative.
Yeah, their representative, right? When you're initially introduced to somebody.
Men do this a lot.
We want to know about the rules of attraction. What is it that's going to attract you to somebody? What is something that is going to be a turnoff? What's going to be something that's going to be an instant deal breaker when you find out about them? All of that stuff. These are things that I think are very interesting because, like you said, a lot of times it seems like people are sending out their best representative, or whether it's in the pictures which you talked about online, in the photos, or when you meet them in person and then, you know, they seem cool, and then you get them home and they're a nut job. So there's just a whole bunch of different moments that can be birthed out of that initial moment when you meet people. And I want to start with some of the ladies, Miss Cassie. Cassie, what is something that I want to know about the deal breakers first. I want to hear about that because I think that's a really. What is something that just on the surface that if you see somebody and you learn about them in one way or the other, what is something that could really turn you off from even wanting to go further into a dating situation?
I would say, like, if we're, you know, in a restaurant setting or somewhere where we're dealing with people who are serving us and that person is rude, poor manners, disregarding, you know, the impact that you have on other people, just being attitudinal. Those are the things that I pay attention to initially. If a person is like that, usually we won't get past the first date. You know, if they mistreat the server, if they tip poorly, these little things, you know,
right.
like
red flag right away.
Red flag.
Right.
What do they have to tip in order to be?
Just what's fair.
I'm not going to dictate what to tip.
I don't
You
know,
know, 15 to 20%. If somebody tips 20%, it's like I automatically know you're somewhat of an honorable person. Seriously, you care about these people. You know the well-being of other people enough to
So that's
understand.
your deal breaker on your first date.
Yeah, poor man.
Poor manners.
Poor manners.
Tiffany's, what's something what would be a major red flag for you if you were to meet somebody, or, you know, what would be something that would turn you off right away?
This is going to sound funny, but it is so real. The halitosis of the breath is, man.
Woo. Lydia just said bad hygiene.
Oh
Bad
my God,
hygiene.
there is men, let me tell you, floss. Ladies, teach your kids to floss, because once that gets up in your grill, you're never getting rid of it.
Coming back.
And I wonder how some people are married. I mean, I've got people at work where you want to just talk to them across the room because it is that. I'm telling you, there's nothing worse. I couldn't imagine kissing someone or them being close or being in my face or
And
breathing
just
on
burning
me.
your nostrils off.
I can't do it.
Right.
I will be like, gotta go. And then, you know, you're in a club or someone, they trying to
The
get
hot breath.
They're
Wow.
trying to talk to you, and the music's loud, so they feel like they need to be close,
Oh,
and
yeah.
their breath can curl your nose hairs.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah.
like,
Yeah, they think you're sad. You're crying because of that breath, that onion breath is getting you.
and you could be fine. You could be Ralph Angel and have that breath, and I'm be like,
Okay,
bye.
see, Ralph, okay.
I'd be like, bye. That's a deal
All right,
breaker.
yeah, all right.
Miss Dina, deal breaker for you. Instant turn off when you
course
meet
it is.
somebody. dragon breath included.
Poor communication skills.
Oh, shit, you don't have trouble.
If you are only talking about yourself and you're trying to get to know me, but you haven't even asked me one question, you talk about yourself, so I'm just a little bit
So self-centered.
self-centered.
Right,
So
right,
great
right.
communication skills, which means that we can talk about anything, whether it's the news or what's going on in a foreign country, or like sports, etc. I want a well-rounded person who knows a lot of things, current events, etc., and not just what's going on in camp.
Definitely, that's good. And you gotta think too when you say that about the poor communication skills right off the bat, because what do we just say? Most of the time when people are meeting each other, you're getting their best representatives. If that's them at their best, my God, what's it gonna be like later on?
You're gonna bore me.
Right, Barry. What about you? Deal breaker, instant.
I think when you're out in attention, meaning that they're either on their phones or just phone related type of things. I think that kind of, for me, it's just like, well, what am I doing here? We can just text you and text back and forth. So
Right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I think pretty much you guys, even as women, you guys still covered a lot of the things that would be a definite turn off for me right away. Hygiene or anything like that, especially for a woman. That would definitely be a red flag if that was something that approached. Self-centeredness is definitely something too, because I've been in dating situations before where it was all about the woman and all about what was going on with her the whole time, and that's fine because I expect a certain amount of that to an extent. But when you don't seem interested in what I'm talking about at all, that could be something. And so all of that stuff definitely, and the manners thing too. I've actually been in a situation with a woman before where I liked everything about her until I saw how she reacted to somebody else in just a completely rude manner, and that was an instant turn off to me, because again, if that's her at her best, my God. So
on the breath, couldn't you just give him or her a breath mint? I just don't see how that's a big.
I think they're talking about
maybe.
Let me clarify.
Are you talking about more than one time? Because to me, you give them a breath mint.
this
You're like,
isn't just-
well, here's a breath mint.
Yeah.
Or hey, you want a piece of gum?
halitosis
Barry,
can't be
it-
cured.
Because women sometimes I almost think women's breasts.
Barry, this is not you
Especially
ate
vegan or
you
something
ate
like that.
a provocative.
You're vegan, your breath.
Barry,
Okay.
this ain't you ate lunch and forgot to brush your teeth and your breath was stale. This is a hygiene, meaning you apparently you didn't floss. And because people don't floss, you can tell. I'm telling you, it is evident. And that smell, you can smell their breath and their mouth is closed.
You
You see what I'm saying,
I keep
Barry?
the floss right over here.
Joseph had one. He's
Yeah.
asking. This one's directed towards me and Barry. He said, "What if a girl's dress provocative?"
Yeah.
Hey, what do you
Well,
mean
I mean,
by
what's
provocative? What do you
I
mean by
enjoy
provocative? What do I
watching
need to
and
know?
looking at a woman's figure, especially a woman that I'm dating or trying to get to
But
know.
see-
And
No,
Miss
go
Mason,
ahead. Go
you
ahead.
just wait. Miss Roll,
Go ahead, go ahead.
Finish.
No, I don't mind that. I think there's a difference between going overboard. Of
Levels
course.
of provocative.
What do you mean by provocative? Is it
He's,
dress
well,
too short?
I think what
Baby
Joseph's
dudes?
saying is like he's going like on 10. Like if she's just doing the most and just
Well,
like
I
what
never
would you?
really went out with somebody
She
like
came
that.
out and it's just the whole thing is out there on display. Everything.
Well,
Oh no, that's
I mean,
not
that-
provocative. That's across. That's
yeah,
different.
that's different to me.
That- to
What
me,
do you-
that's
So,
a
so
different-
I guess what am I saying?
So
What am I saying
level
is
of
provocative. What are we
Well,
talking
showing
about?
some stomach or showing too much cleavage.
Yeah, what
or-
is considered provocative? I think everybody has
Joseph,
different.
you gotta let us know what you guys consider. What would you consider too provocative, Cass?
That's very subjective.
It really
Yeah,
is.
I agree.
the
Personal
question
opinion.
is for you.
Well, yeah, he asked
You-
us.
you-
But
Yeah,
I'm
so-
asking the women because for
But
me,
you can't ask.
Okay, well,
that's why
an
I
item of
said I
clothing
can't.
I would consider provocative are these booty shorts that all the girls are
Yeah.
wearing, where the booty cheeks are hanging out, and you can see that line between the butt cheek and the thigh.
So
Where are you guys
so
going
don't
on
like
date?
that? Do you like that, or
I don't know.
that's the
That was-
question?
Yeah, so that's
the
what I
question
wanted
is
to
for
rant
you.
about
Do you
that.
like it or you don't
Well, I
like
don't know
it?
what we just said. I don't know what
Joseph
provocative
said.
is. What-
Joseph said showing a lot of skin. He said showing a lot of skin.
Okay.
So does that bother you?
I don't know.
If you're a lady
You're in the
and
summer, I mean,
Barry,
yeah, you can
Barry,
show
that
it.
don't bother you.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That
You're in
does
the,
not
well,
bother
hold on.
you.
If it's in the summertime, it's okay.
Oh, what is too much
Come
skin?
on. Tell the
Skin
truth,
or
shame
private
the
parts?
devil.
If between that man and that woman is
Right.
acceptable, then it really doesn't matter what anybody else outside of that relationship thinks anyway.
Right.
I think
right.
if it's a nice outfit, if it goes
along with
if
the
it's-
outfit,
it
what's
looks
Joe,
good.
can I ask a follow-up question with that?
Okay.
See, this is where I was like, because a lot of guys, they like that. I mean, the girl got their attention, right? And then you hear a lot of guys say, you know, I'd love to have a woman like that on my arm. And they get the girl's on the arm, and then all of a sudden, oh, you dressing a little too provocative. Or
Cover up a little
it's
bit.
like, look. It's like, look. That's what
what
God,
attracted you.
yeah. So
I agree with you.
don't try to change me or who I am. and be comfortable enough in your own skin to handle other men looking at your girl. Because let me tell you, if your girl is got stuff going on, she gonna get looked at anyways. It's not really about the clothing.
And let me just read Nicholas Jones. Okay, I'll just say it. If she's wearing an outfit that's on Ho 9000,
Ho 9000.
what is that?
I don't know what
Ho
Ho is,
9000.
'cause Tiffany don't do Ho.
Oh, tell her.
I mean, provocative, showing
And
skin.
you gotta understand, there's
Yeah, we
very
all
curvy,
show skin.
Well, there's very curvy women that have to show that, and to me, that's
Have
fine.
to?
Okay.
Well, their clothes
Okay,
just tend to whatever.
So he answered it. That's fine.
Yeah,
As
I
long
we,
as
we ain't talking like
All right.
Ho.
This can go really
No,
deep.
yeah.
It can
Yeah.
go off.
So okay, so I guess the next thing I want to know about is, okay, let's just on the show. I want to talk to the ladies real quick. Let's get an idea. Maybe the guys are watching right now. You might want to take some tips and take some notes from this one, because I want to ask for the ladies, when you're out there, what is it something that is going to be definite turn on? We just said turn off. Now, what are the things that are going to be turn ons? Something that's going to attract you to a man, that's going to catch you. You know, and this is all your individual, personal. You know, everybody can be different. What would be something that would draw you to a guy? You know, looks wise and the whole package, everything. Cassie.
Okay. And I said this on the first episode when we were talking about what is really important to me is authenticity, 100%. If I know that person is true to themselves, is real, is a person of their word, that's sexy as hell to me. Being a person of your word, right there. You say what you mean what you say, and if you fine tune, you know, those core gifts and strengths that make you who you are, and you wear it on the outside, and you're exuding, you know, this strength of character and being very solid and secure in who you are, and you know what you came here to do, you know what your purpose is, authenticity, purpose, living in your purpose. That's what I'm looking for.
Lydia says, opening
Sound like a
doors
good
and
song.
smelling yummy.
Sound like a great song to me.
Tiffany, what about you?
What was the question?
Instant turn-ons. But just in the same way, that you had a first impression turn off when we were talking about this last time. What's that first impression turn on for you when it comes to that first impression?
Well, the easy answer is the honesty, the loyalty, whatever. But that stuff you don't
I mean,
know.
that's later on.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's stuff you really don't know. So instant, I mean, other than looks, because you know that's obvious too. You like what you like.
You can say.
You like what you like,
looking
but
for.
I'm talking personality-wise. I would say somebody who is self-assured, a leader, and somebody who can lead you in a way to where it's non-threatening and I'd want to follow.
And you think this is something you can get in the first impression?
Well, I'm just saying, those
Yeah.
are the qualities. You said this.
Yeah, I'm saying the
But you
instant.
don't get it that first time that you saw
Well,
him.
I mean, and maybe some of that you might be able to
think you
get
can.
off of a little bit. I
I
think there's definitely
man
some of
right
that
off
you
the
get.
bat, the way
Right.
he carries himself.
Yeah,
the way he
right.
holds his
Confidence.
shoulders, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
Just off the top, you can notice all that.
I think you can.
Because I don't
You
think so.
really
Can.
Well,
you get a sense of it.
I don't.
No.
Hold
I
on.
don't.
Let's so
We're
is
talking like
this-
the first initial
first initial
impression,
what's
you know what I mean?
attractive, obviously what you see. It would
that's-
be if it's you just walked in the door and I'm making an assessment of do I like this guy or not. Obviously for 99.9% of people it is looks, because that's what you see
Absolutely.
first. You
Yeah.
haven't even said two words, so you don't know anything else. So
But after that, like let's
well,
get the
I
first
said
5
after
minutes.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It depends on context as well. If you're doing online dating, that's a different story than if you're meeting someone face to face in person for the first time. You never have engaged with them. You've never had any communication with them whatsoever. It's
So,
a different
I think that's actually a good point, because online dating is totally different. You only
story.
look
Totally
at-
different.
You don't.
You don't
women-
see
now,
them.
I had
You
a lot of
don't see
women.
them.
I want to read the profile. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
You're lying. Okay, you looking
right.
at the physical part just like I am. So, anyways, going on that point, going on the physical part. After that, do you actually
Well, let me.
move on?
Okay, can
Oh,
I
yes,
go
okay,
with
yeah.
mine?
Yeah,
Well,
go
for
ahead.
me, a well put together. Let's say we are going on our first date at a game, at a Mariners game. Don't come in like some flashy shoes and some flashy clothes. You need to be dressed for the occasion.
At a Mariners game?
For the occasion.
For the
So that'd be
occasion,
jeans
so
and
that should be
shirts.
jeans.
Okay, I got you.
You know,
I
that's my
just-
first attraction right there. Is who knows how to dress for the occasion. You can't just be like, oh, this is like I'm gonna be dressed with like suit and I'm like, okay, that's not fitting for that occasion. So that's my initial attraction.
So you want him in a jersey and a hat? And
Not necessarily. Jeans and shirt is good because you're in a sports event. You have to dress appropriately.
Jersey
Like
and a hat?
if your first date is in some fancy restaurant, I want him to be like dressed up.
You said dress to the occasion. Like,
To the occasion.
I know. I said jersey and hat at the baseball game. That
Yeah,
was one.
You can.
Okay,
And
good. I
there-
was just making
but
sure.
there are some people who don't have.
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
don't
It's a
use
man who's
baseball.
perceptive enough to understand what's appropriate for
Yeah,
each
dress for the
context.
occasion.
Know your audience.
And we find that
We
men
have a
sometimes
married hat,
don't
right?
know how to dress for the occasion. There's a lot of them out there.
Oh, wait, ooh.
They dress like
just don't.
jeans
They
and
just don't.
everything.
All the time.
Very
Don't
Right?
know.
Dress
Hold
for
on.
jeans, everything. You don't have like a pair of nice shoes and
But Seattle's
like that.
casual.
It doesn't matter.
It's
You
very
have to
casual.
dress
It's
for the
very
occasion.
casual.
It doesn't
Very
matter.
casual.
It
But
doesn't
I've
turn
seen
a certain
it.
type of woman on if you look like that.
Yeah.
I mean, just point blank.
Yeah, but a lot of it is your city because what you just said is
It's
so
the city. It's
key.
city related.
It is so
And-
key.
and
When I go
let's
out with my
just-
girlfriend,
Let's just pick up the comment from
Okay, let's
Lydia
get those
Jongman too. That she said that she opening doors and smelling yummy and being on time. That's what Lydia
Can I
said.
ask how important
And
is
taking the
opening doors?
initiative to plan a date and making it special on the first date would be a definite.
The man can be a
Definite
straight up
turn-on.
jerk and open
Thank you,
the door
Lydia.
every
Thank you
time.
for your
How
comment,
important
Lydia.
is opening the doors?
Oh,
Well,
very
it's
important.
very important.
I will say this.
Okay.
Growing up in Seattle, born and raised here, a lot of
206.
the men don't do that here.
Mm.
And when I've gone to other states, and I am so used to opening up the door and I've had guys like, why are you always so quick to open the door? And I said, because I'd walk into a door at home if I didn't do it. And they laugh and like, for real? It's
That's
really
a
like
shame.
that? It's for real. I mean, it might, they say that Southern hospitality, whatever. I think depending on where you are, and depending on how you were raised, because I'm not going to sit here and throw all the men here under the bus, so please don't hate. I'm just talking about the ones that
Your
didn't
experience.
have.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my experience and the ones that didn't have the trainings from the grandparents or the parents that were old school and taught men to be men and gentlemen and ladies to be ladies. So again, that's a bad habit of mine. I open my own door all the time, and it's just a habit. I just can't help it because, like I said,
So is it not really important, or is it just something you just
to
not
me,
used
It's
that's
nice to
something.
have.
It's nice to have, but anybody can fake the funk on that.
Yeah.
I've had guys open the
And
doors.
then 2 weeks later, be
And
like,
then,
hey,
yeah.
you on your own.
It's not
You
a
on your own
deal
tip.
breaker. If it's
You're
not
your
a
own
deal
thing,
breaker,
man.
everybody's
Right.
doing
Right.
that.
Then 3 months later, you walking in the doors.
Yeah.
So
How about you, Cassie?
It's really relative to the person and their character. If I know it's a really good man and he's doing that and it's a significant act, it's wonderful. But if it's a man, there can be trifling men who will open every single door for you for the duration of your relationship. It doesn't mean that that's a good man because
That's
he
true.
opens the door for
it means
you.
he has good manners.
Yes.
Or got
And
game.
a lot of
raised.
a lot of
Got game.
trifling
Ain't
men
no
have
denying,
very
run that
good
game.
manners, and that's how they pull
Let's get
them.
some.
Let's
Let's
get
some
some
questions
more comments.
Yeah.
Actually, there's no more comments, but I just wanted to address the comments here. Like Ashlyn said,
Oh, beautiful
she likes
teeth.
beautiful teeth and smelling. Awesome.
That's right.
I wonder who that is. Yeah. That's it.
And then Corey Phillips says it's definitely due to how they are raised. So it's
Yeah.
in reference to what you just
Oh,
said
that's
right
definitely.
there.
Yeah.
That's definitely.
And yeah, well, thank you guys for engaging with us. Keep those comments coming.
Okay. So we touched on
Yeah.
something. We touched on something just a minute ago, and I wanna
Good seeing you, Ant. Nice seeing you, brother.
I want to ask. Okay, so you said that everybody, the first thing you notice is looks. All right, so we're gonna be honest here. So if you're talking about just the initial meeting, scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to be attracted to somebody physically, and then how much is the looks gonna play into that? Cassie, scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. The looks. I mean, let's be real. Let's just be real about it, and let's really get to the end of this. The looks.
Looks or attraction, because those are two different things. Sometimes a man who is just not,
I'm
glossed
saying
over
physical
perfect
attraction.
can still be
Oh my
physically
God.
Physical attraction. I'm talking about just the looks on this one. Just the looks on this one. How important is that? Scale of 1 to 10.
7.
God,
7.
Yeah.
I want to hear you too.
1 to 10. That's not.
Don't go to
That's
bed.
Meaning
I'm calling you out.
her personal preference of his looks.
right. Oh,
How-
definitely. That's what I mean. And for you, Miss Tiffany, you're on your scale of 1 to 10. What would you say looks and physical attraction would be important to you?
I would honestly say, because I've been here and done that, made bail.
Oh,
Physical attraction is more important to me than looks, because looks is something that that gets you in the door, But after you're in that door for a while, there's got to be something that keeps you there and sustains you. There's got to be.
Interesting.
There has got to be that. I can't wait for him to touch me, or that excitement, or whatever it is. That's got to exist. If that's, I don't care how fine he is. If you're not attracted to that person, it's not going to work.
I want to get more into this because I'm feeling like you're saying now you seem like you're in the realm of just physical right here, but it almost sounds like not just physical. So I want to know
She's
exactly.
talking about
Come right back
like-
to it. I want to hear what Dina, and then we can.
I want to get
right,
into
you really
that.
want to
Say
hear
that,
what
say
mine?
that.
I do want to hear
Why?
yours. I do want to hear yours.
You really want to hear me?
How
Dina,
important?
you know, you.
1 to 10, 1 to 10,
Okay.
Dina. How important it looks?
Well, how important the looks? I mean,
1
I've
to
been
10.
approached by many attractive men, like young
Celebrities.
men. Stop.
Don't say.
But anyways, what I'm saying is that yeah, they can be attracted, but I mean, I don't reciprocate like pretty quickly.
1 to 10.
They have to have more.
1 to 10, Dina.
Most of the men
Just
that
looks.
approach
That's all
me
I'm saying.
is no less than 8. Come on.
Whoa!
She said no less.
She said no.
than
Nobody
eight.
even try to approach her.
Hey,
If they
you're
ain't
not.
more than
Let me,
eight.
let me tell you guys. I knew it was coming up. That's why I told you I wanted to hear it.
I just,
I knew I wanted to hear this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for
You
that.
listen
I'm gonna
to.
tell you,
So,
some of the
thank
best
you for
looking
that.
men though.
If you're
are
not an 8,
assholes.
They don't even step if they're not an 8.
Let me read.
They know better.
Nick would say damn.
They
Let me
know
read.
better.
Who?
Nick would say
Oh
damn.
my
Can
God.
we
You
want
lost
to
a
know
fan.
the comment
I
that
wanna-
she just made?
right
She made
on.
a very true statement.
Oh,
I-
let's-
Some of the best looking ones are the biggest assholes.
Yes.
And in my 20s,
Amen.
yeah, I used to date the model looking dudes too, the GQ. Those are the worst. Any man that A, thinks he looks better than his female, or take longer to get dressed than his female, or is about that type of life, they don't need to be in a relationship. They need to be by themselves
Yeah.
and save everybody the drama. But sometimes you can be so attractive, and this goes for men and women, because there's women that are really attractive and good looking too. You got to be a good person.
Yeah.
Because like I said, the
Well,
looks get
that's
you.
at the
The
end.
looks
That
get
looks-
you
yeah.
the attention,
Of course.
but keeping
Yeah.
you there is what your character.
Looks
What
to
are
get you in
all
the door,
about?
but they won't keep you in the house.
Yeah.
So, Tiffany, I want to go back to what you said earlier. Though. I really want to circle back to that because
About being attracted to
right,
something.
right. Because you said so. You said looks, and then you said physical attraction, as if they were not mutually
They-
exclusive.
In my
I wanna know what you mean
situation
by
that I'm referring to, that I experienced, is the person that I dated. They were attractive. All my girlfriends like, girl, he's attractive, and he was. But I was not physically
Yeah.
attracted to him.
Why not? What was it about? If he was
Something,
fine,
yeah.
if he was fine to you
I
and
didn't say
pleasing to your
fine. I
eyes.
said he was attractive.
Okay.
Okay.
So what? If
Let's just address some of these comments here. So Joseph said, I agree there's such thing as too fine. Okay.
he said, I think it's something
Well,
too fine.
And then,
I think there's too
and
fine
then
for-
Tuan here said style is more than just what they physically wear. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Sex appeal. Sex
Joseph again says smell
Sex-
like trouble. Okay, Joseph.
So you're saying that okay, so somebody that's very attractive to you or attractive, okay,
Attractive,
they're attractive,
nice
but you're
looking.
not physically attracted to them. Why is that? This is interesting to me. I want to know.
It's a connection. Like you're thinking physical, and that's just one
But
aspect.
that's all I'm
of it.
talking. That's kind of what I was.
But that's part of it. Is for some people, in order for it to get physical, there needs to be that connection first, and that connection comes from attraction. So beyond the looks, if there's something like within you that I'm not drawn to, if there's not that spark, that fire, we're never gonna get to the physical
Okay.
and me being,
Well,
all.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
the
there-
physical does
okay.
come first, and then after
So
that you're
what
like,
we're-
well,
we're
that's
Well,
talking
but that's
about-
a different intent.
We're
It
talking
is,
about
it is.
chemistry. Connection
Right.
equals chemistry. There are different, and we talked about this before. There's different types of chemistry. There's spiritual, there's emotional, there's intellectual, there's physical. When you have a bunch of those combined, that's when a connection happens.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can have the spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and not the physical. And because you connect with that person on such a deep level, that connection begins to form. And then you start to be physically attracted to them over time.
Dina, won't you tell what Nicholas said?
Nicholas, I'm sorry, I don't do ugly. I didn't say that. I just said that
They gotta be
the
eight.
men that approach me are 8. So it's like no lower than 8.
No lower than 8. Even
But what I'm
sets
saying-
the deal.
That's the best comment of the year. Hey,
I-
you're under
Yeah,
8.
no,
You ain't getting no play over
but
here.
what I'm saying
Wow.
is, listen, I mean, there's the thing about being physically attractive, gorgeous, handsome, what have you, but they don't have sex appeal. There's two difference there, you know.
So-
there
so-
are,
so-
there are men who doesn't have sex appeal. So,
Yeah.
So let's branch off from that for a little bit then. So okay, so that in the initial stages that attraction and things like that. Let's say as it goes on, let's say you get with somebody and
really,
they're not.
Twan?
What did
Really,
Twan say?
Twan?
Hey,
Dina carries a
Twan-
stop sign.
Stop.
But
Stop
Barry
right there.
already knows that. He knows like all these gorgeous men that he's seen me like trying to approach me, and he already said like, "Wow, Dina just like put a stop on that one."
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's too-
so let's
too picky, Dina.
Okay, so with it, we're sticking with just attraction here. So after the initial meet, let's say somebody's checking off all the other boxes. They got the personality, they got the spirit, they got all of that, all of the connection on every other level that you can meet. Let's say it's a blind date situation. You didn't know what they were going to look like coming into it. I mean, they didn't check off that attraction box and really any of the major categories that you have for it. But everything else they're checking off. You give them a chance to you move on to a second date and things like that. If they check all the other boxes, but you're really just not feeling them on the looks basis.
I'm of
Cassie?
the thinking that can develop over time.
Yep.
And I've kind of vacillated back and forth. I've been in stages of my life where it's like I wasn't into a long-term relationship, so the physical attractiveness was kind of one of the predominant things in my mind when I'm looking at somebody. Now I actually am in a relationship with somebody who like I'm watching this develop over time.
Wait, stop.
Okay.
Cassie's in a relationship. We got our
Oh, Lord
first,
Jesus.
our first.
And we're going to leave that alone.
Okay, I'm not gonna say
There was
that.
no part as an
It's
example.
cool. No,
So
I'm
I
happy-
know that this
I'm
is
happy to hear that.
legitimate, and I know that this can happen. Where that energy increases over time, where like the intellectual, you know, all of those components were in place, and then the attraction is building over time. Like that physical chemistry and connection is building over time. And I firmly believe that can really happen. And those are often the people that you fall in love with and that you end up marrying. Are the people where it's a slow build and then
Yeah.
you're like, wow.
It's like a good
I didn't
movie.
even know.
That's why I said it's like a good movie. Slow burn.
Right.
Okay, let me just let me just answer all my fams here.
Oh.
Like I have a stop sign, I put a stop sign or something
Well,
like that.
yeah,
Let me
yeah.
just tell you something.
Can you
It's
please-
not all about the looks, but I just so happen to meet a lot of attractive people. It's more about them being kind, like being kind to me, being kind to others, because that goes a long way. That goes a long way. Oh yeah.
Okay, Gina. Now we won't.
Hey, Twan said to me, "People aren't lists, Terry. You're going to compromise on something."
Yes.
Yes.
Amen.
I agree. I'm just asking the questions. I'm putting the questions out there. I want to know what people think and feel. I agree. I actually don't. I don't put as much thought into the
answer.
physical like that either. I don't personally. But I do think that there is a large contingent of people that do, and that will go a long way. And they'll say things like, I can't be with somebody if I can't look at them and be attracted to them, and they don't look like the
I
kind
can't
of
date
the
'em if
type
their
of person.
feet are messed
Right.
up.
I can't. There's a
So
lot of
stupid.
people with those kind of
That's
superficial
shallow.
things,
Yeah.
and I think that
Yeah,
But
there's
isn't that an
different
age thing
if
too? When
that's
you get
at
a
the
little older,
beginning
you start.
versus when you're
when
further
you're in
down
your
the
twen-
line and you're like, nah, this isn't happening. This is actually not
Right.
developing. That's a disservice to that person for you
Yep.
to continue to be with them.
Absolutely.
And you're not attracted.
Absolutely.
Right, and that's why-
But people don't like the truth though. When
And that's
you
what
tell
I'm
them
talking
something
about
like
in
that,
the initial
that's all right.
stages right
it's
now.
the best thing.
That's-
It's the best
I-
thing for them. It's
yes.
not fair.
Yeah.
You should look at your partner and be like, damn, like I am so lucky to
Is
have
that
you.
is that over a certain?
Is that
amount of
after
time?
the
Because-
other stuff has made them look better because
Yeah,
of the
over a
personality
period of
stuff?
time.
To me, that's
Okay.
like
Know them.
attractiveness builds. They start to glow. You know, you get to know them, and then it's like
I know
this
that's right.
person is beautiful.
When you get in an argument with them, though, do they become ugly again?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know, do you start noticing things that you didn't like?
A question I have for you ladies, I always find this, if you're dating somebody for a period of time and you know that it's not developing, though, but everything else is good, when is the right time to tell that?
Ooh,
You guys,
Jared said
To
something.
tell them what?
that
Time to go.
time to stop.
Exit
you know,
stage
or
left.
is there an appropriate time? Do you give a certain timetable for these type of feelings that we're kind of talking about to grow?
I
Is-
feel
is-
like
is
the
it
older
after
I
3
get, the
months?
quicker I nip it in the bud. Like,
Yep.
it's not
Oh,
fair
wow.
to you. It's
Yeah.
not fair to me. We're both
Wow.
wasting our time. I care about you enough to.
Some,
is
some,
that
some
quick?
make it on the first date, and then some make it on the second date, just so to give it another chance. But you,
Oh,
you
damn, you
know,
guys are.
Oh, yeah.
no, you don't want to waste their time.
Hey,
What
Jared,
do you-
Jared
you
said,
agree?
Jared
I
said
absolutely agree.
Jared said if he's an 11, you're gonna give him a lot of passes on different things. He might get away with a few more things.
No, not if he's rude.
If he's homeboy from the if he's homeboy from the girl trip movie,
That's all we
he
talking
might
about.
get a few.
No,
He might get a few more.
Look,
Cassie perked up on that one. Cassie perked up on that one.
Cassie got excited. Oh yeah.
If he's homeboy from the girl trip movie, he might get a little.
Cassie,
That rope gets a little longer.
Cassie, he only took 10%. That's gonna be. Goodness.
She
He
that
wouldn't last long.
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
have my fun and he'd be out.
Okay, well, at least we're honest about it. All right.
I have my picture.
So funny.
What's her name?
Tiffany, you said that do you think that you agree with all that stuff though, that somebody can become that the attraction, you know, you could get past that with the
What do you
right
mean you get
everything else,
past that?
the right ingredients and everything other
What do
aspects.
you mean you get past that? You already picked someone that you wanted to be with.
No, I'm talking about in the initial stages.
Okay.
If all the other boxes were checked off, I went back to that. If all the other boxes were checked off
Okay.
on the things that you like and look for in somebody, except for looks. Looks weren't there, but you liked everything else. Could you get past that? Give them a second chance to go on and see if everything else is good.
Absolutely. I could.
Okay.
Of course.
Initial stages.
Of course.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. I know.
Otherwise, you would stay single forever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, unless you're Tina, I mean, you got your pick then.
Oh, man.
Nothing but eights come to you. Nothing but eights. So okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'm just going on what you said,
Barry
Tina.
told you. Barry
I'm
knows
just
you
going
as
on what you
well.
said.
Yes.
I mean, this is great.
I mean, there's too many people out there. There's like millions of people out there. So
All eights and above.
why
So
not?
anyway,
Let's get on the
You
team.
can be an eight.
All right,
Barry can be
so-
an eight. So what's wrong with that?
So,
You guys are not an eight?
So I didn't say that. I don't. Please don't put me in this. Please don't put me in this. Barry said he's a 20. You know,
All right.
but his ratings are a little off. You've
I'm not
never
eight,
seen him
I'm
review
a
movies.
Are we
So.
gonna self-rate here?
Oh, look. Yeah.
Claim your number.
Yeah, claim
Oh,
it.
no.
Oh, I
Oh,
like
no.
that. Men, claim your number. I like
Claim
that.
your
Number.
All right. So let's get on this.
Okay, so
finish it
okay,
last
well,
week.
we're okay. So we have a couple ladies here that weren't here last week when we talked about the cheating thing. We're gonna wrap this up and get you guys a few thoughts about the whole cheating discussion that we did have last week, and just get some of your takes on it. Like, for instance, we just watched the movie Girl Trip. Okay, in the movie Girl Trip, without giving anything away that you couldn't see in the trailer, there's a marriage and there's some cheating involved, and there's ain't gotta be a deep story, man. It's a story.
Yeah, I'm just
All right, so stuff happens.
It's not
Okay,
deep.
there's a relationship. No, I said it was.
You just said it.
No, I didn't say it was
Okay.
deep. You said that. So there was in the movie though. There was one of the central plot points of the movie is a marriage that's in crisis because of some infidelity and things like that. And you can see that in the trailers. It's not giving everything away. So with that, staying in relationships with those things that are affecting you, the cheating and things like that, is it healthy to stick around in it? Can it work past that, or is once that cheating happens initially, or have the rats already left the ship and it's going down? What do you think, Cassie?
I think, like I said earlier, it's to be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. It depends on the character of that person in the first place. If they live in their integrity and they made a really bad mistake because they were in a vulnerable or weak place, and you know that person will do the best they can to rectify and make whatever modifications that they need to. If it's somebody who has repeatedly shown you, you have to watch for patterns of behavior.
Yeah.
If that pattern of behavior is present, it's going to continue. And so it depends on the situation. And there is a point at which, for your own well-being, you have to walk away. And that, like, you have to determine as an individual when that point comes along. There's no rules, as far as I'm concerned, with cheating. It's between those two people how you figure that out. But don't let it degrade you, whatever you do. If you let it degrade you, you're going to be the one who's going to have to live with the stain of what that person has done for the rest of your life. So either get out or forgive them.
It's almost
That's
like
the choice.
almost like the alcoholics. You got to know when you're hitting that rock bottom, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to relationship. Tiffany, what do you think? Can the relationship survive, or does it need to just pass on?
In my personal opinion, just because I know me and I know how I am, I'm at the point in my life if I feel like looking at your phone, or if I feel like checking up on you, if an inkling just happens to run across my mind, I'm done. Like I said, you live and you learn. I mean, I've been in a situation to where, a lot of the guys I had dated, cheated, and I went through my 20s believing, what's wrong with me? Why is this happening to me? What am I doing wrong? Am I not giving them enough sex? Am I not look good enough? Do I not this? Do I not make enough money? You go through every excuse in a book to try to justify it, but when you know better, you do better. Right. And I know for me, who I am today, if a man can't be true to me and he's cheating, I'm walking away, because I know that even 2 years down the road, let's say, if something is off, like you're not where you're supposed to be, or something happens, that's going to trigger a, what if he's doing it again? Or, you know, I don't want to live my life that way. I want to live my life authentic and knowing that I'm giving you the best that I got. And if you ain't giving me the best that I got, sit down so the next man can stand up and I can see him and you can have a seat.
These are grown women.
For Tiffany, once that seal of trust is broken, it's not coming back from that. Miss Dina, we've talked about this before.
Yes, well, for me, if you are invested, let's say you are married, you have to give it a chance to see if, you know, it can make it stronger. I was in that situation. There were kids involved, and so I stayed too many years too long. But you are raising daughters who are going to become women, and I have to set the good example that I have to walk away, so I walked away.
Right.
And then moving forward, you know, it happened again, and for me, one chance, you get one chance to, you know, to not do it again, and then no mercy after that, because I have too much self-respect to stay in that situation.
Yeah, and I want to touch on what you said. It was very key. It's up to the individual, because like you said, you were married, you had kids, you had reasons. I'm not married, I don't have any kids, so it's bye Felicia.
Yeah.
You know,
and I was in the same situation. And,
right.
you know, and I decided after that point, actually, I'm never going to be in this situation again, so I won't repeat that same cycle.
Right. So women,
so where you are,
like I hear people talk about Hillary Clinton, and that was a weakness of hers. They try to use that against her, not to get political, but they try to use the fact that she stayed with Bill and said, well, really, it was about this. This was the end game, and that's why she did it. And I'm like, no, that woman really loved that man to endure what she went through, because if you've ever been cheated on, and it's bad enough, and then to go at it where it's the world knows, and then there's the Lewinsky and the jokes and the this and the that, you don't ever live that down to the fact that people still talk about that and how they used Bill in that campaign against her. Trust me, there's no other reason to stay but you love and you trust and you believe and you pray.
And I think that made the relationship stronger, because
absolutely.
Did Bill cheat again after that? I don't think so.
And let's not forget,
some people it works. Some people it works. That's why you have to give it a chance.
Sometimes those relationships do change, though.
Yeah.
It becomes more of a partnership than it does you know.
Well, there's definitely.
I mean, you gotta have the rain to get to the rainbow. So,
but if that person is taking advantage of that position, that's when it goes very sour. It's like that the one stays who's been cheated on, and then that person's like, "Well, I got you," basically in the pocket, and then they keep doing that, and that is something that gets really, really tricky to determine what's going on if that person is still, you know, playing those games and doing it and repeating.
If you've been cheated on, I read something. If you've been cheated on, they always say that sometimes the person who was cheated on becomes a cheater.
No,
later on down the road.
not necessarily.
Not necessarily. I know some people like that.
Yeah.
I think they could get.
There's some females who are like, shoot, they do it to us. We gonna do what they do to us. We gonna date five of them at the same time.
It's all about how you are brought up. You know, your morals and all that. If you have faith, if you have God in the center of everything, that's not who you are. So why become that person?
But if you haven't adequately healed, sometimes you don't even know that thing is developing in you. And I went through some struggles, honestly, like coming out of being hurt that bad. I'm an extremely loyal person, very, very committed. And I got a little bit jaded. I'm like, you know what? I gave my life, and this is how it turns out. Then I don't really know if I even have any faith at all. In
well, maybe that's
let's get some comments here.
Okay,
I just want to number one. I just want to address Craig Jackson, who gets caught cheating more, men or women. We're not going to address that because we were like divided in an episode before this.
I think who gets caught. If we're going to say who gets caught, probably men. Gotta be men.
Because they get those little.
And I said that, and people disagree.
Men get the pictures and they keep them on their phones. They do stuff to refer back to them. It's like, delete them, you dummy.
It's like they want to get caught.
Yeah, they must, because
I think that men get caught more. But does that mean that women might cheat more because they don't get caught?
Oh, stop that thing!
I think that women cheat just as much as men.
I think women
are better at it, though. Women are absolutely better at it. Men, we're so ego based.
So let's read.
I think they might. I think they don't get caught. So how do we know?
Man,
They like ninjas, man.
So Michelle
Women
said,
want to cheat, they can get
I've
away
been
with
in
it.
that situation before, but if you got love and trust and faith and that person, that's what you have to show them. I've been in my relationship for 34 years. Good for you, Michelle.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that works for you. That
Yep.
made it stronger. That's good.
Yep.
And then, 100% to me. Thank you, Nicholas.
Yeah, Nicholas, everything.
And then having faith, if you love that person, got to have faith, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. And then Lydia, I lose so much respect for someone who cheated that I don't look at them the same. Therefore, I don't even love them the same. The relationship only gets worse.
that's back-
Day or you do it again.
Let me ask y'all a question
That's
because
the
I'm
seal of
just
trust.
Is this
dying
your
to
wife,
know.
Lydia?
Go ahead, Tiffany.
I'm just dying to know this. I'm just dying to know this.
Okay.
And I think I have the answer, but I want to hear your answer. Why cheat?
Thank you.
Well, I think that's
We're waiting.
the $64,000.
Well, no.
right?
Now, if you're married, I'm talking about if you are a single man and you have a girlfriend, or you're dating. Now, we don't want to talk about married couples because to me that's a whole nother realm of wrong. That's to me that's a whole nother realm. But if you're in a relationship, Barry, why cheat?
Wait.
I said hypothetical.
Let's-
He never cheated. He never
Wait,
cheated.
wait,
He
wait.
doesn't have an answer.
Understand why cheat?
Did you ever cheat with
I'm just
anybody?
listening. Wait, talk. This is, wait, we
I want your answer.
Well,
Why do you think they do?
There's a variety of different reasons people cheat. It's not all. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously they're not good, but there's a variety of different reasons. I mean,
But
shoot, you lose focus. You lose just.
Some people just want to have
when
their
you
cake
meet
and eat it too. I think
Yeah,
that's really,
that's a lot of
it's
it.
not that
Yeah.
deep. I don't think
It's
a lot of
probably
times.
hard to for them to answer the question because maybe they never cheated.
Well, okay.
when they're
Well,
related.
no, well, no, no.
Why are you looking at me
No,
like that?
I
I'm
don't
giving them the
believe that.
benefit of the
No,
doubt.
I'm gonna just. I mean, I think in general terms, you can't. There's no one reason why people cheat because
No.
I don't think there is a
It's been a
reason
selfish
for people to
act.
cheat. I said
It's a very
selfish act,
selfish act.
and I think that some people just do it just
yeah.
because.
There's
We
so
have-
much
we-
complexity. It's
We
not
have a
always-
comment here from Tuan that pigs are probably kept to remember better times. That's why men are caught cheating. And another thing is like
Can't
men
see Twan over here.
record it and then they have a recording to remember the memory.
Oh,
How
stop!
stupid
Some
is
women do.
that?
Some women do the
Women do that
same
too.
stuff. I've been
Really?
Women sit
Hold
all
on,
kinds
wait a
of-
minute, wait a minute.
Guys,
There's only so far I'm gonna go with that because I've been around. No, I've been around a lot of women that keep a lot of videos, keep a lot of pictures.
Yes.
I've been around a lot of women that do a lot of
Why?
cheating. So let's not just keep it. I don't think that you can say that there's one that does more than the other. Fine, if you want to say overall, probably worldwide, there's probably more guys who are doing more. Maybe.
But other
Fine.
societies allow
But
it.
there's more women in the world than there are men. So even that's kind of skewed. I don't know. I think that people are
But I
people.
think that's a
Some
big
people
reason.
just cheat.
I personally just, it's so much easier, especially if you're dating. Just keep it 100. If you're dating somebody and you want to date multiple people, just say, I want to be
Right.
in an open relationship. That woman's going to have so much more respect for you and say, you know what? Thank you for your honesty. I can work with that. It's open on my end. It's open on your end. It's cool. If we decide to take it further, we will and let each other know. And you respect those boundaries and you move on. Or you say, you know what? I know me and that's not for me because I'm a one woman to a man and that ain't going to work. So let me just go ahead and move down away and let you do what you do with the person that's more yoked for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the part I don't get because, I've been asked, well, have you ever cheated on someone? I said, no, I don't believe in cheating. I believe in telling someone, this is not working, I'm not attracted to you, or this is over, it's ran its course, I'm moving on. I don't go find someone first and do my little thing and then keep someone around in the background. It's more about just being real and respecting that person to where you can walk away and be friends. I've been friends with guys that have been honest and real, friends with them to this day, and have the utmost respect because I'm like, you cared about me to be honest. And to me, that's everything.
Joseph Higgins said no woman would give a guy the time of day who said that in what you just said. That
I think that's
Who
what
said
they
I want to
believe.
see? No.
That's what they
That's what they
believe,
believe.
and that's
Because
what-
I know women
They
who
have
are
a
in
false
open
perception of
relationships.
that, yeah.
I know women in open
Most
relationships.
people
But-
don't want to hear those types
But
of
I
things.
think
and
the
that's
men
why-
Yeah, but there's
cannot
some
accept
women-
it
I
when
agree
the
with you.
women
I
are
agree.
like
You
open
have
with
to
it.
be
They
honest
don't
and being truthful
Absolutely.
and transparent, regardless of what you
No,
think that person's
no. I
reaction is.
think when two people are in an open relationship, then then the men all of a sudden have a problem with it because they
No,
can't take it
I
that
think
their
women
woman
have a
is with
pro-
someone else.
Right. It's one-sided.
It's
But that's the
one-sided.
deal. My point is, I just want to say there are women who like open. They're like, forget dating one dude. I'm gonna stay open and I'm gonna have options. Cause why give my all to one when nobody's giving their all to me? When I can go out on multiple dates and do multiple things and not lie and not be on the down low or the sneak tip because I'm being real about my intentions.
Come out real with your intentions right away.
That's all
another
I'm
option.
saying.
If you feel like you want to cheat, there's other options out there. The open thing is another one. And we do have to wrap it up though. And so I do want to thank everybody who participated in the conversation. I want to thank the ladies here. Miss Cassie, Miss Dina, Miss Tiffany, you guys are all
And
great.
one last thing, I want to introduce my guy who's doing his thing with massages. Twan, can you come and say a few words? And we have a real quick, Twan is trying to get more male clients, and
Go that way, Twan.
Yeah,
Sit right over here, Twan.
So
This is Twan.
I'm gonna let you step in.
This is Twan. Yep.
This is Twan, and he needs to talk a little bit about Tiffany.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Twan. I am a massage therapy student, and I'm currently building clientele for Black Tie Massage. You can find it on Facebook at Black Tie Massage. Talking to Barry and Terry earlier, there's some mixed feelings about getting massage from a guy. Barry, you want to tell them what happened?
Yeah, I'm a little old school, so it's kind of hard to have I do get massage quite regularly, but it would be hard for me to get a massage by a guy. I just, just kind of that one of those things for me. But he made some great points and actually showed me a couple massages on my wrist because, I have carpal tunnel, and I mean, it was on point. So it's just something I got to work on, but I think it's a great conversation piece. And
Guys, don't be scared. It's a guy. All it means is he's going to have some sturdy hands for you. He's going to hook you up when you need it. So.
And he is my therapist as well, and he's very good. He's mobile. He brings his stuff to you, so it's convenient at your home, in your office, in your barbershop. So, he does chair massage, back massage, everything, and he's wonderful. So
Trust me, I know.
Dude, Twan is a really good
I
guy,
highly
man.
endorse him.
Yes.
Twan, he's out there. Look him up. He can hook you up.
Black Tie Massage.
I know the benefits of a good masseuse. She's commenting on here somewhere.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to drive afterwards. You sit
Black
there
tie.
and relax.
So
It's
yeah,
a white glove service.
He can forget about male clients.
Oh,
But here's the thing. Barry was literally limping around the shop because he hurt his leg.
okay.
I'm standing right here in front of Barry, and yet he doesn't want to ask for help, even though I've extended it several times. So Barry is
Take the help,
cutting
man.
hair
It ain't
all the
weird.
time. I give him a forearm massage, and he is
it's all right.
Barry's
man.
happy with his
Just let it
forearm.
happen.
Barry sitting here
Let it
cutting
happen.
hair has a tight forearm and carpal tunnel, and he feels better after that couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, if you get a male masseuse, they're going to be stronger than the female ones.
I know some strong female ones too.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put that out there.
Absolutely.
She knows who she is. But Todd, we want to thank you for coming by. And
Thank you.
everybody look this man up. He can hook up. He got strong hands. I'm feeling him right now, man. He gonna hook you up. Strong hands. And no shame, my
Appreciate it,
man.
Barry. Thank you.
All right. Want to thank everybody for coming today. We want to thank everybody for
Yes,
commenting.
thank you.
Dina, once again, you're always a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank everybody for
Appreciate it.
watching. Share us, like us, comment us. Check us out on YouTube,
got
our
a
YouTube
YouTube,
page.
yeah, we're gonna have our
We want
YouTube.
everybody to subscribe to that. We're going to put some things on there, and you can go and look at any of our archive videos that we've had, any of the 21 videos. Check those out. We want to thank everybody for watching. We are going to be off next weekend because
No.
I'll be out of time next week.
The following week. August
Following
12th,
week?
Yeah, the 12th through the
Following
17th.
week.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So that week will be off. But in the meantime, look out for us. And until next time, peace out.